i-secure pa rin nila yung kill doon kay Oli. First 10 kills natin dito, medyo mainit ha. Ayun yung aggressive dito yung LGD guys ha. Lumalaban sila, umahanap sila ng... Ito, tinan mo. Nakikipagsuntukan na naman sila. May nakita pa pero mabilis ang kamay ni Kaka. Baka major champion yan. Ano major champion? Ayan o. Avalanche to sa mukha. Mahuhuli pa ata dito yung Tiny. Pero yung troll, nasa lubong niya, tumayo, nanit, wala na siyang kawala, patay na dito yung Tiny. That's a big kill here, para dito kay Fly, killing spree, and then mapapatay pa nila dito yung Elder Titan. So a 2-for-1 trade favoring IG, dahil support lang naman yung namatay sa kanila. Oy, magandang gabi kay Boy Apoy. Yun, Boy Apoy is in the house. Good evening sa iyo, boss. Happy viewing.
Supports everywhere. Shift in the force. That is philosopher stuff.
Grimstroke already took it.
Di boss, depende sa pusta. Ganun ang ganun ang online sabong. Online sabong ang ganung system guys. Pero sa mga games, sa Dota games, meron talagang lamado, meron dehado. Alright. May talagang naka-fix na odds bago pa mag-umpisa yung game. Tapos mag-iiba-iba na lang siya dun sa mga pupusta. Ano na lang, magbabago na lang siya ng konti. Depende sa pusta. Pero Rosha na kagad dito yung LGD. 3,000 kalamangan dito ng IG pero parang hindi, no? Dahil si Ame yung top of the network, and with this God Strength, looks like IG, they'll give this up. It's an Aegis now. Para dito kay Ame. Boss Renz, pa-shoutout si Iuna kumain ni Shell. Ay, hello kay Iuna. Makain daw ng Shell. Happy viewing. Up, eto na naman. Huli ata dito, walang kawalata. Patay na to. Uy, yung first 10 kills mga boss. LGD ang nakakuha. Congrats sa mga nagbet ng first 10 kills for LGD. Congrats. Oh, hello kay Glendale Lasam. Yan, happy viewing. Shoutout sa'yo from Iligan City. And kay Boss Crits ng Mundo. Hello sa'yo, Boss Crits. Happy viewing, Boss Crits. Shoutout sa'yo, shoutout. Echo Saber now from the Tiny. Complete na rin yung BKB. Oh! Imo! Salbay! Nakita niyo yung ginawa ni Imo, guys? Nag-dagger in siya and then naglakad pa siya ng isang step bago siya magbitaw ng Dream Call, and that gives enough time for nothing to say na makapag-dagger out. Ang bilis lang, no? Isang ano lang, mga 0.3 seconds.
You know, 90 damage, 15 minutes in, then he did not get any damage at all. Dyer using a scan.
And then you all of a sudden was at like 250 damage or something like that. It wasn't enough. JT and press the attack. Got that shot.
They're in the bad spot. He's got a good stomp potentially. Misses everything.
Avalanche though, and the toss behind them. They've got the duel as well as the Dream Coil down. Hana nothing to say. between these heroes and Subs and Full as well as the Enchantress. Ollie run the right clicks in. They get the kill, nothing to say. They are run on speed. They bomb back on another mistake because they've got the God Strength as well as the Sven coming behind them. Fly, he's dead. Inkswell locks up Ollie. Their focus is on the JT. He'll use that war cry. He'll get whipped by Y and move forward onto this Doom. Meanwhile, behind them, they are still focusing their attention onto the Enchantress because they got the kill on the JT. They'll look over at Ollie. Nature's attendant.
It's maxed out, so she's gonna be full HP. Inkswell available combo with the Tiny should bring her down.
Oh, and there it is.
Not to say he bought back in that fight. I mean, they won it, but at what cost? Like, Sven is still a beast. Quick on the reaction, just popping it on that Tiny after he uses the combo. So who's holding the Philosopher's Stone? Like, actually no one is holding it on IG. This is a huge mistake. Like, none of the heroes have it. That's...
He's holding the...
I can't believe what I'm seeing. You know, I'm a big Philly fan.
Yeah, a fair trinket over the Philosopher's Stone when you want a Blink Dagger and a BKB. Not really. I don't know. I feel like...
You know, I don't want to say anything because it's IG. I do not want to get question mark, but this is a big question mark for me.
Question mark?
Real, it's like, I don't know. Enchantress picked it up and then she's like, well, I still need to deal damage. Shaman should be able to carry it. And now focusing on other stuff.
Maybe. Game sitting at about even, 17-11. And say still continuing to farm up where he can, going into the BKB. He needs just that recipe gold. Doom is up in 8 seconds, so they might want to fight with that. They've got Faith Beyond coming over. There's the press, the attack, the magic immunity, and, well, I can just walk out of your green coil.
Until Puck gets Aghanim Scepter. So Puck's itemization should be Lincoln Sphere to be able to deal with those Stormhammers, duel, most likely, and then go back to Aghanim Scepter, because it's so good. Like, just keep them in place during their BKBs. Press the attack is not going to do anything. Still gonna snap, nothing to say, scouting things out. I don't think he saw him.
Emo gets... Ooh. I want to stay away from this. Had he not TP'd right there, the ward had spotted that illusory orb.
He just created so much space. DD on Troll, bottle up. Like, they want to take this fight. They have a new Basher done on Troll. They know that there is no Aegis on Sven. They're using a scan, so they know something is up. They place it forward instantly.
And all the way around, and both these teams don't happen to meet. Fly gets the tower. The artist formerly known as GGG. Team Serenity and Keen.
Chinese players, they love to change their nicknames.
Emo used to be Half. Y obviously had Innocence in his name. Let's see if they can make a move here on either side. With Doom up especially, I think IG are chomping at the bit to get something to go.
It's gonna be very scary playing into this Doom in late game. Going into Shivas after finishing Blink and BKB. Also has that Hand of Midas. So refresher after finishing the Shivas, you will have enough mana to cast both Dooms, so that could be a bit problematic. At one point, because Sven, he doesn't like to buy a Lincoln Sphere.
Right.
Neither does Legion Commander, neither does Tiny. I'm just baffled by this non-usage of Philosopher's Stone.
Big fan, very upset it's not used.
Very upset, like you can hear it in my voice. From 1 to 10, probably 15 at the moment.
This is erroneous on all accounts. This is an item that should be in an inventory at all times.
Even when you like don't want to keep it while you're dead, like you can always find value from it. Yeah. It shoots pretty gold. Sven hits level the Warcry talent plus 10, so that brings it to 25.
就是在之前他林肯之前可能什么2-2的组合都能把他杀掉，比如说默克加上小小啊，或者军团加小小、军团加默克都能随便杀他。但现在有个林肯之后，有好多技能放不上去。
是的。而且他自己本来就能反应过来，出完这个之后，基本上让他就是自己不犯什么大失误，是100%不可能死的。
两边都打得很谨慎，因为视野方面的话，两边互相都反了非常多了，已经在对方的这种主刷的三角区都是没有留眼的，所以抓不到人。
Also waited to get his big item, that's a BKB. After finishing the Echo Saber, he also wants to get AC, which Sven already has, so he needs to go for something else.
Would he be the first person on the list to get the shard on Radiant right now? Or would you... Well, you only have 3 options at this point, Elder Titan, Tiny, and Sven.
I think maybe prioritize Sven instead. Like eventually they will have like what's the
Avalanche toss coming through out of the Enchantress. Got the sweep. They have the Inkswell. They'll get the kill. Press the attack. I've nothing to say. As well as the BKB getting popped. They've got themselves the Soulbind. There's the double duel. Double duel once again. Fly Kaka. They both go down. JT, he's on the run. Ollie's here to try and help with the BKB being popped by JT. They've got the Dream Coil down onto 2. Earth Splitter comes through, doesn't land. Toss, keeping him on JT, and he's got the damage for the triple kill. Ame now dominating.
You can toss the magic immune targets, but you can toss targets to the people who are not who are magic immune. And now back to Roshan. IG, they need to be the one getting the first jump because like they need to use the coil, they need to use the doom. We're gonna see that one again. Ollie getting caught, blown up instantly by Tiny. Combo double hit plus he throws a 3. Emo, he snatches the Aegis.
Wow, Emo gets in there, and now he's going to try and run.
That was a hype moment because you kind of missed it. You were listening to what I was saying. You know, sometimes you just have to focus on yourself. You know, what is this fool saying? I do not give a damn. Let's just check what the pro players are doing.
Avalanche
he almost gets blown up.
Trying to hold on to the Aegis. Stroke of Fate not in time. Neither is the Inkswell.
So they gave it to Tiny because Sven doesn't get to dispel anything. They don't even have a single item that can be dispelled. No Force Staff, no Glimmer Cage, no Ghost Scepters. So they just give it to Tiny. Unlimited 3 charges. We're gonna see it again.
Let's watch it again.
Let's just pretend you're...
Sleep! I can't believe it, the way he ripped! Oh, he snatches the Aegis! This is crazy! This is all new information to me! My eyes! Oh my god!
And they go back to the game. So Emo, after finishing that Linked Sphere, going into Aghanim's Scepter, just wants to be able to keep them disabled during the coil so people can deal damage. Also, I don't think they popped the BKB on Troll in that fight. He's going into Eye of Scotty. A bit more tankiness, maybe I'd prefer some status resistance instead of it into Satanic. Not sure what like Scotty brings. It's a good item to like slow them down. He's playing into 3 melee cores. But yeah, I think SNY into Satanic might have been a better choice here. Because like Lockdown, Avalanche, Storm, or Duel, like it's all gonna last less seconds, less time. Tiny, he has cheese from the last row, so he got the cheese and shard now going into Daedalus. Just a casual Hyperstone at the moment for some attack speed.
Yeah.
I think he realized late, you know, that Sven has AC already done.
I believe also he was the one, who picked up the shard.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I just check on Tiny. There's this blue little thingy. It
just
says
making sure
shard.
he didn't buy it by himself, you know? Maybe I was checking the other heroes just in case. Maybe Emo also snatched the shard. Just got the Aegis.
No one holding the Philosopher's Stone yet. I'll keep checking. Every 5 minutes, I'll inform you if somebody decided to pick up that Philosopher's Stone.
Bum, bum, bum. Philosopher's Stone Watch 2021 with your host, Lucas. reaction. Ags also
He
comes
just
out.
wanted to be synchronized with Puck,
Yeah, the items came out at the same time, just like the Philosopher's Stones.
which are still not being used. Emo holding onto Enchanted Quiver, so there's going to be a lot of damage coming up from him. Which
Gone
Quiver?
to that. Dream Coil into the duel. Lincoln's popped. All right, he just goes down. They also got the kill over on the Ollie. There's nothing to say. Jumps the backlines against the Avalanche as well as the toss. The damage is through. They look over. They'll finish off Kaka. Fly moving in. JT gone. Ame just outputting so much damage. They've got the root. They have the damage with the Inkswell getting up. He looks over. Bashes. Looks for more. Bashes. Avalanche toss. Down goes Fly. They got the Aegis, so it's a full team wipe, but not, Emo fully dead. Just the Aegis.
Not sure what the plan there was. Like, rest of the team does not have Blank Dagger plus 2 abilities that can just close the gap, so he was caught pretty much alone, fed the dual damage to Legion Commander, who's sitting at the 140 at the moment. Maybe he thinks that he can't die. They have some abilities that can pierce through that Lincoln Sphere. Sven Stun, they have Grimstroke abilities.
Going on to that high ground. Up 7K.
Like, this game could just potentially end. They have no coil for 15. Doom is available. I've not seen Doom being used in a very long time. Every single time, PSG LGD, they get the first jump. They do not allow Doom to pop his ulti. Like, one more good fight, and the game could just end, because they have enough damage. Like, this AC from Sven getting closer to level 25. Legion Commander deals ton of damage, getting closer to his Savage Halberd, so that's going to be one way to deal with Troll. Another way to pierce at Lincoln Sphere.
That was the quickest set tier 3 in racks go down I think I've seen in a long time.
There's just so much damage. Still no Philosopher's Stone, even though it doesn't really matter at this point. Shaman holding on to that Fairy's Trinket. Now, Enchantress, she has it in the backpack. Like, you should get half gold if it's in the back. Just kidding. No, that sounds too broken.
That's broken. It's just free GPM. I don't want to hurt my damage, but I'd still like the gold.
No, the item is too good anyway.
Should just be holding it all the time. This is a big lead here for LGD.
It's a 10k gold lead that feels like it's much more, but I want to see a fight where IG, when they get the first initiation, when they get a jump with the Doom, didn't happen for a very long time.
What are they missing here? What's the big miss on IG right now? What do they need?
Like, they need... Aghanim Scepter is done on Puck. Like, they need to be able to get on top of the Sven before he can get the ulti off. I think that's the play here. Because there are saves. There is a Dispel. You can't Dispel Doom, of course, but there is, like, press attack that can keep him alive for a bit longer. The attack speed. Because if Sven gets the ulti off and starts hitting people with press attack, with Solar Crest done on ET, while ET's being close to anyone, like, these heroes just melt completely.
Got a quick pause coming out on our DCs. Just thinking about that Philosopher's Stone that had just been sitting there in the neutral stash for so long. 9k lead. And the Sven is just 6k ahead of anybody on the Dire side. I didn't really think Ame was going to have this amazing of a game, but also nothing to say. He had that Blink Dagger and just open up the entire map once he got it.
Yeah, he's been amazing throughout this game. So level 25 done, plus 50% God Strength damage, getting very close to Satanic. Needs 2k gold.
The amazing performance from this Sven. And fun to watch. And there we go, we get Ollie back. Enchantress ready to go. G, there we go. Unpause in 2 seconds. Nice. It's easy to call that one when the countdowns happen. So, Fly. Let me bring this back. If he picks up the Satanic, he's been struggling a little bit. We saw him surrounded by about 4 heroes in the last fight. Bit of a struggle for him in that engagement when the rest of the team dies around him. JT frontlining, smoke broken. Oh dear.
Roche may respawn in 30.
Roche. Aegis. Cheese. Potentially an Ag's Blessing. Which might be massive for IG if they're able to put their hands on it. As they smoke themselves, trying to move forward. If they break the smoke though, the ward is there, and now they've got the vision with the spirit coming through. Satanic finish for the spend. They've got the Dream Core on the 2 as the Lincolns get popped. They're snapping in on the Elder Titan. They'll go through. Trying to make something out of it. They've got the taunts. They get the Emo. They've got the duel. They get the kill on a Fly. And well, 3 heroes gone. No buyback on Emo or Fly. Kaka did 2. Ame with the triple kill.
I would not be surprised if they just call it out. Like at this point, I mean, we've seen IG. Like Kaka, he calls GGs while they're, you know, being ravaged. It's not the first time, and there it is. A Fly just says, you know, we've had enough in this game. Nothing they can do. Third Roche would respawn. They would get the Cheese Aegis +1, and it would be a bit too much for them.
Yeah, so LGD, they get the victory on game 1. And it's a big victory to get because a lot of people are counting LGD out early, and they still have a lot to show here throughout this DPC. And a win over